This video is about how to avoid feeling guilty for taking a sick day as a teacher. Teaching while sick, eh? If you are like most teachers around the world, then the chances are you may be tempted to push yourself to teach when you're feeling sick. Ugh. But I'm here to tell you that enough is enough. It is time to put yourself first for a change and to stop feeling so guilty for a basic human need. So if you too suffer from the guilt bug while taking a day off when you're sick, then this video is definitely for you. I'm Katie, I'm the founder of Teachers Resource Force, where I love talking about all things character education, life skills, art and tech, and just generally all things teaching. So let's get right into what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So we're going to look at what can happen if you don't take charge and do what is best for yourself, why going to work sick won't get you the results or reaction that you think it will, and why pushing yourself to go in can actually make the situation much worse in the long run. Firstly, look after yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Sure, colleagues might be sympathetic for a bit as they gently edge further away from you during your violent coughing fit. But you know the reality of teaching is so demanding that you can't just take it easy. We can't just walk in and go, oh, I'll just have a relaxing day today. It's just not going to happen. You know you have to be on top form and run around after people all day, and it's going to take a lot out of you if you try and teach while you are sick. I remember in my early years, I would force myself into school in the hopes that someone would tell me to go home when they saw how ill I was, because I just felt too guilty to stay home myself. But it never happened. I think the motto was, if you manage to get yourself there, then you're expected to work like everyone else. Or maybe that's just where I was employed. But really though, don't wait for anyone else to tell you to take a sick day. You know what's best for you and you don't need anyone's permission. Here's the sad reality. I wouldn't expect any thanks or leniency for working when sick. And here's a good example of that. When I push myself to go in, I feel really proud of myself for doing so. But in reality, no one else cares. In fact, I usually get a slap in the face by having to cover someone else's class who was smart enough to stay home. How's that for a thank you? You know, when you go in thinking, oh, I've got a bit of non-contact time today, maybe it won't be as stressful, and then that time gets taken away by cover. It's just, it's happened to me so many times that it taught me the lesson eventually. And the demands are still going to be there when you're sick. Kids are still going to act up, emails will still need to be answered, deadlines are still going to need to be met, you're still going to have to attend those meetings, make those photocopies, all the things, and even stand in the freezing cold while on duty, even though you're sick. It's just the absolute worst. It's exhausting thinking about it all, isn't it? So seriously, stay home and just recover. Don't worry, it will all be there for you when you get back. You don't need to muddle through. The world will keep spinning without you. Don't worry. Okay, so what if you don't want to do it for anyone else? You just want to go in because of your own work ethic. I get it. Look, I can be like that too. But here's the thing, despite of being proud of myself for soldiering on when ill and forcing myself to go in and work, I found that it actually takes me an abnormally long time to recover from a simple cold when I do this. I actually had one last 3 weeks once, and the cough lingered for 6 weeks, and that's not normal for me for a regular cold. But it was brought on because I just wouldn't stay home. I was just pushing myself too hard. Teaching takes too much out of you to allow you to heal properly. So in reality, you're doing yourself a disservice and you're prolonging your misery and your recovery by forcing yourself to go in when you're sick. And those times when I did decide to be kind to myself and stay at home to rest, I recovered really fast and usually just in a matter of days. I almost felt a little guilty as I was feeling so much better while I was at home, you know how it can be, but I knew I wasn't fully there yet, and just one day in school at that point would have set me back a whole week. And I bet it would be the same for you as well. So take that as a message to stay home if you need to. Another great argument is there are already enough germs spreading around schools as it is. Like, there's no need to add yours to the mix and get everyone else infected as well. So stay home, rest, recover, heal, and you'll come back stronger and fighting fit for your students when you are ready. Cover sub-lessons. easy, ready to go cover lessons. Now, yes, one of the arguments teachers have for not wanting to take time off is because cover work is a pain in the backside, especially when you're sick. Sometimes you just think, is it easier just to go in and teach? But it doesn't have to be so stressful if you're prepared. So to help you out, you can download a cover lesson plan for free in the link below. I hope it helps you. It's just got some different examples that will work for a whole range of subjects. And it's just something you can set ready to go. You don't need to think of anything. It can just be in your bank, ready to send to the cover teacher. A final few words of wisdom. I hope this has given you a bit of a kick up the bum to listen to your body when it's crying to you for a rest. Don't force yourself to go in if you're really not feeling well. No one's going to thank you and you'll end up prolonging your illness. Now, having said all that, little disclaimer, this is not an excuse to be lazy. If you're actually fine, really, and you just don't feel like going in, then obviously that's not okay. I would save your sick days for when you really need them. And then you can feel guilt-free in letting your body recover. So what about you? What kind of teacher are you? One who forces themselves to work when they're sick, or one who has no problem taking a day off to recover? Let's chat in the comments below. Okay, in summary, 1, look after yourself because no one's going to do it for you. 2, the reality of teaching is so demanding that you can't just take it easy. You can't fool yourself into thinking that you can have an easy day. It will take a lot out of you if you try and teach. Don't wait for anyone else to give you permission to take a sick day. You know what's best for you. 4, don't expect any thanks or leniency for working when sick. You won't get it. Stay home and recover and get together a bank of ready-to-go cover lessons for those emergencies. 5, in reality, you're doing yourself a disservice and prolonging your misery if you try and teach while sick. And 6, there are enough germs spreading around school as it is, so there's no need to add yours to the mix and get everyone else sick. Stay home, rest, recover, heal, and you'll come back stronger and fighting fitter for your students. And remember, the link to the free cover lessons is in the link below if you want to download that as well. So that's all for now. I hope you found this helpful. If you want to get in touch, here are all my socials. Pick your favorite one, come over and say hi, and leave your comments or questions in the comments section below. And you can always email me if you want to at katie@teachersresourceforce.com. I'll speak to you next time. Bye.